All right, y'all. So the second video today, posting 3 times a day. Just make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, leave a comment, all the good stuff. And let's get right into it.
Yes, the ringing is coming through your ears, but it's also resonating with your heart. And if you really want to pay attention to what spirit is telling you, why the ringing is happening and why they try to suppress the energies and try to tell you that it's just tendonitis, shout out to anybody who's ever been told that it's just tendonitis. You just be looking at these people like, how dare you? How dare you try to tell me that it's just something that you can just diagnose like that without putting any kind of spiritual meaning behind it? How dare you? When your ears ring or you get that deja vu feeling, we'll talk about deja vu in a whole nother live, you guys. But when you get that inkling that something is happening around you or within you and you don't know how to articulate it, just honor it. Take a deep breath. Allow it to happen. Feel the energies. And then let it go. Why? Did you know that yes, the ringing is coming through your ears?
This is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
See, you brought your homeboys with you. The old culture cheat code. Scorekeeper. He just one life.
I cried watching that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. As a black man in America, I cried. And I didn't just shed a little tear. Like, I really wept. My God has had to rub my back. Man at the Garden is a song about arriving. Being at the pinnacle. Being in a position where you can put people on. Where you step fully into your power. You can now take care of your friends and family and your community. Man at the Gardens is saying, I've arrived. Samuel Jackson said, no, you didn't. It's like a constant reminder that no matter what you do, the odds are stacked against you being a black man in America. And not just a black man, a black woman as well, but being black in America. The odds be stacked against you. The moment Barack Obama was sworn in, they started deducting on live TV. Putting it on live TV, deducting one life, deduct one life. You feel me? So much so that we had to say, Black Lives Matter, damn. I wept for all of them. I wept for the fact that it could have been me just 6 months ago, out playing at the park with my daughter. And a pig put a firearm in my face. That's why I wept. And in 2024, the numbers was the highest. And how many people didn't even have firearms? Oh God, this is why I wept. This is why I wept. And don't come in my comments with that nonsense. We all know what I'm talking about.
See, you brought your home.
That's deep. I ain't gonna lie, that's deep. And it's sad because that's true. That's the truth right there, man. That is true though. Like, and then you got your own people against you too. You know, it's like it's never enough, man. It's never enough.
On this one, bro. I know I'm not. Let's talk about the last 3 times we seen Kendrick Lamar in the public light. At the pop out, Kendrick Lamar wore a red hoodie. Squabble up, Kendrick Lamar wore a blue hoodie. Now at the Super Bowl, he's wearing a purple jacket. You're telling me the most intentional artist in the game, the dude who put everything means something in the Squabble Up video. Everything means something. You think he just got up there and put on the purple suit just cuz? No, he didn't get up there and put up the purple just cuz. I think it's a symbolization of the blue and the red coming together. What you gotta understand is California ain't the only people that's gonna be watching the Super Bowl. It's gonna be people all across the world watching the Super Bowl. The world don't know about California politics, bro. California people know about California politics. Kendrick Lamar wearing purple, they don't think, oh wait, that's some great shit. No. Kendrick Lamar wearing purple is Kendrick Lamar wearing purple, bro. And as far as the rest of the world understands, the gangs in California is red and blue. If you put them together, that's purple. By the way, I just dropped a new Kendrick Lamar video. If you a Kendrick fan, you gonna love it. Click the link in my bio. It's on YouTube.
I love it when people are like, I don't believe in spirituality. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This isn't a religion. This isn't something you believe in. It's like a radio station. Are you tuned in or are you tuned out? I love it when people are like,
I'm really starting to feel bad for Kodak, y'all. Maybe something did happen to him while he was in prison. Because this man is not normal no more. This is not the Kodak I'm used to. The Kodak I've been seeing is the one that looked like he was perked up. And he never came back down, y'all. It's a sad sight to see for real. And then the people around him, they don't care about him either. They just record when he acting strange. Y'all, look at this video. And y'all tell me, is this the Kodak y'all know? Your man's is tweaking out, eating chicken.
Free advertisement, you already recording the wrong thing. Take a seat next to him, take a seat
Look
next
at
to
him,
him.
y'all.
Enjoy that, take a seat next to him, better.
Shit sad, man. He said, yabba dabba doo. Now y'all cannot tell me that's the normal Kodak. This man was yapping like yabba dabba doo. Y'all seen all the head movements and shit. Come on, y'all. He tweaking. Y'all pray for Kodak.
Did you guys hear about all these sinkholes that's opening up all around the world? Check this out, y'all. This one is in New York. And then there was another massive sinkhole that opened up near the side of this bridge in New Jersey. Not just New York, you guys. In the state of New Jersey, a massive sinkhole opened up near this bridge on Interstate 80 in New Jersey, y'all. Check this out. And here's an aerial point of view, y'all. They say this thing is about 40 feet wide and 40 feet deep. And then all over across the world, another sinkhole opens up in Paris, y'all. What? And do you guys remember what has been happening with Greece? The seismic swarm of earthquakes that they have been experiencing every single day? Well, it has gotten progressively worse. So much so that they are expecting a big one anytime soon, y'all. Check this out. This is crazy.
This region right there. Well, a few new updates for you. First and foremost, there has been a re-acceleration of this seismic swarm over the past 24 to 36 hours, and there have been some new high magnitude events. So we had a magnitude 5.2 and magnitude 5.1 that occurred in rapid succession less than 24 hours ago. They were connected with a new set of pre-earthquake signals that were observed out of Cumiana, Italy, just like this magnitude 5.2 was, and that occurred back on February 9th. So now we have pre-earthquake signals that we have observed on February 9th and also February 10th, indicative of some sort of electromagnetic disturbance occurring either underground or with the ionosphere or both.
You guys should go check him out. His name is Stephen Burns on YouTube. But he and a lot of people that watch the earth, the sun, the moon are expecting something big to pop off soon. Especially with this full moon energy, you guys. Something big seems to be ready to pop off, y'all. But big things are happening, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift.
Buckle up because shit is about to get weird. I'm here to tell you, and yes, I'm not crazy, that the human race is about to figure out that we all have any superpower we want to have. Because this physical reality that we've been spoon-fed our whole lives doesn't actually exist. Literally, we are the little kid in the Matrix who's sitting there bending the spoon. We just have not completely figured out as a race yet that we can bend that goddamn spoon. But the information is getting more and more predominant, and we are figuring it out. And in my opinion, this is why there's so many distractions right now, so much fear distraction. Because it's one thing if a few of us figure it out, but it's a whole other thing if the entire collective figures this out. Because this will bust the whole system up from the inside out. So let's just all do an experiment together. Let's take something we've always accepted as fact, like something we think we can't change. Start with something simple and easy so you don't break your brain. Now focus on the universe showing you how that's not true in the next week. Let me know what happens. Buckle up because
the soul was sent here to grow and develop. So if you're not here developing your talent, your skills that they talk about in the Bible, and they talk about in your Quran, then you ain't did the life right, so you gotta keep on coming back. That's what I got, mom. But you don't understand about coming back is the time don't exist. So everything is happening now. The past present, and the future is all connected in every move. So you're just gonna die, come back in another body, but it's all happening right now like a long ass dream, but you just don't understand it. But when you wake up and open all your levels and you vibrate correctly, right? If you vibrate correctly and stay in the dark with meditation, then you can vibrate and get out of hell. That's what I'm about. And that's what Jesus came to everybody. You can get out of here. Everybody like, don't look up, for heaven is within. He kept on pointing to the heart. But they want to tell you to be smart in your brain, but your IQ level don't matter. It's about the heart, because the soul is in the heart. You die, you just don't know it. I died 5 times, right? And I'm telling you, don't go towards the light. I got tricked. I went towards the light, gang. The light bring you back here. Don't go towards the light, because the light is the devil. It's part of their trick. Stop playing with me. The soul.
I guess everybody becomes spiritual, man. Everybody's, becoming more in tune. It's dope. 'Cause I wouldn't imagine someone like him talking like that, but it's dope. That's what's up.
Yo, what did Nick Cannon just say about food?
Color code of food. It's God's original barcode that allows you to become your own nutritionist when it comes to figuring out what you need at that time. Food that is red, that's for your vitality and your energy. The orange food, whether it's oranges, squash, this is for the boosting of your immunity. Green is for your digestive system and detoxing you. The purple, the blue, this is relaxation. This is what antioxidant kills the free radicals. The yellow is good for your brain. So whatever feeling you have, they are your internal guidance system to let you know something is off balance in you. So if you know the color coding of food, you don't have to know how to read all through the paragraphs of stuff that's on the back. Matter of fact, if it got a paragraph, it's not food. Matter of fact, if it got a barcode, it's not food. It's really an industrialized commodity posing as food. It's good tasting plastic, but it's not real food.
Yo, what did Nick Cannon just say about food?
How do you have faith in the universe when nothing is manifesting? Let me teach you how. When you place an order into Amazon, you trust that it is going to arrive at your doorstep. You aren't scrolling of where's the order, where's the order? You know it's on the way. You trust it's on the way. So what I want you to do is place your order into the universe and trust that it is on the way. We live in a 3D world. So when energy that you want is trying to travel to you, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. But when you understand that every single time you believe in something, it will always find a way. If you lock someone in a box, if you lock someone shut in a metal box, and they think and they believe in the things that they can't see, every single time their belief will manifest what they want outside the box. Happens every single time. When you believe in the things that you can't see. Patience means that you trust in the timing of the universe. The people that get what they want, they have trust. They don't operate from lack. They know that as long as they place their order into the universe, it will come every single time, as long as they focus on who they need to be in the process, who is thriving through abundance, not lack, through peace and acceptance and patience. How do you have faith in the...
That's dope, man. It does take time, though, man. You're right, man. We're in a 3D dimension, man. Like, the spiritual world is going to help you, right? But you got to be patient, man. It's when it comes, it's going to come at the right time, man. You just got to keep going. That's all you can do is just keep going, man. You got to remember that we're in a 3rd dimensional plane of existence. That's just how it is. Everything's takes time to develop, take time to grow. It just takes time. But I feel like if this was a spiritual, everything, of course, everything could be moving a lot more faster, right? But I guess this place is just here to make us learn to be patient and trust the universe. That looked kind of crazy. What was that? All right, what was that? Was that lighting? Or like lighting?
Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Working out for me. Working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Working out for me. Working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Working out for me. Working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Working out for me. Working out for me.
I like that. Sometimes you gotta do that, man, because you be having some negative thoughts. Like it's just like, dang. Okay.
You could tell the money's starting to slow down when you stop getting haircuts. Oh God. Oh, I'm just woofing. No, you not, bro. So walk around enhanced up for a month straight. Oh no, I'm just going natural now. I ain't doing no more enhancements. Oh nah, I just haven't got a haircut. I ain't got the time. Nah, we know what's going on, brother. We know what's going on, brother. You could tell.
And if nobody has told you, I'll tell you, entrepreneurship is spiritual. It is going to require a lot of effort from your mind, your body, and your soul. Do you know how much it takes, how much self-confidence and self-love you have to build up to operate a whole business? And stop saying your business is small. You don't have a little small business. The fact that you even went and got an LLC, the fact that you opened anything, started a page online, whatever, that is a major step. And it requires a lot, because sometimes when we don't see the fruits of our labor immediately, we get discouraged, and that requires personal strength. All of it is spiritual. Every last part of entrepreneurship is spiritual, because how do you feel when people do not support you? How do you feel when you have to be the only one showing up for yourself? It's a spiritual thing. And if nobody has told you, I'll tell you.
That's real though. She not lying, man. Because nobody else is gonna show up for you. You gotta do that, and then you work 24/7 too. You know, so it's tough, but you just gotta keep going. Especially if you don't like see growth in it. Oh man, that hurt, right? But you still gotta keep going, you know.
Somebody explain why the sun has got another sun, which looks like that, on the other side, and that's a big rainbow all the way round. And then what was the other one? That there, and then there's another bigger circle as well. What the heck is going on? Can somebody explain?
Yo, that is insane. It look like it's 3 suns there or something. That's crazy.
And if no,
that's her. The only way I could interview her was to have a camera on the street, because we can't get a camera in. She can't really have any visitors. She cannot go outside. She's been out twice in the last 30 days. She has no internet. She, and I think rightly, says she feels like a prisoner.
Are you allowed to go out?
No. In the last 30 days, I went out twice.
She is in a guardianship. And I got to tell you, Lauren, if you saw the Lifetime documentary on her when she was deep into alcohol a couple of years ago, it made sense to have a guardianship. Wendy is sober now. She is fine. I have spoken with her for hours and hours, as have many others. And everybody comes up with the same conclusion. She's back to the old Wendy. Yet, she's not only in a guardianship, it's a guardianship that has essentially locked her up and thrown away the key. She has been diagnosed with something called frontotemporal dementia. That's what Bruce Willis has. That condition never gets better. It only gets worse. There is a similar diagnosis called alcohol-induced dementia. That can get better. Wendy is an alcoholic, and she was deep into alcohol. But the fact is, when you look at her 2 years ago, she's gotten better. There's no question. And was this a misdiagnosis? And if so, she's going to get a reevaluation. But for some reason, the Guardian said, we don't think the diagnosis is going to change. How can the Guardian say that? The Guardians only talk to her like once a month. And I got to tell you, I've talked to her for hours and hours and hours over the last month. And this woman is better. She needs a sober coach. I personally don't think she needs a guardian. This is a country where you're supposed to have freedom, unless there's something really extreme, and she's not there anymore. That's her. The only way I could interview her was to have a camera in the street.
You gotta think about this. There is a reason why Kendrick chose X to open up for his damn tour when X was alive. He saw the potential. And Drake, right? Even though he acted like he was going to help X and want to work with him, and he switched it up, he was always against. Drake has always been against natural talent, something that's gonna like rise to the occasion and do something bigger. He only cares about himself. And so with X passing, Kendrick channeled X into this song. He said peekaboo 17 times. He was on the X at the Super Bowl. X has a song called Peekaboo. There's so many things that allude to this. And so when people die, their energy never goes away. It simply amplifies the heroes that are here. Tupac is amplifying Kendrick, and X is amplifying Kendrick. So pay attention. The revolution will be televised.
So y'all know how they say Drake is connected to XX Tentacion death. I guess in this video, I guess he explains something about that. We're gonna check it out, see what he's talking about. But he's basically doing a breakdown of, you know, the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl. So let's check it out.
What's up, everybody? This is your man, Prince Solomon. Let's get into it. And welcome to Thought Crimes if this is your first time sliding through. Just to put this out there, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight at 7 o'clock, Sincere Ignorance and I will have an exclusive Patreon stream where we will be reviewing and replaying some footage that we can't play on YouTube, but we can play it on Patreon. And we're going to be sharing our thoughts and having a conversation, of course, a dialogue back and forth, and then we'll be bouncing back off again with you all in the chat with everything that's going on with the Super Bowl and halftime performance by Kendrick Lamar. Now, I know people have been talking about over the past couple of months whether or not was Kendrick Lamar going to perform Not Like Us, and then we saw the petition by Drake and his team against UMG and doing everything possible to slow the traction down and just causing all of this noise, and people having podcast talks of why it's unethical and why we should be better as humans and blah, 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 blah. And I get it. It was still a sight to see 83,000 plus individuals all at the same time screaming A minor, which is still ridiculous. And at the end of his performance, of course, he stated game over. Now, of course, Kendrick Lamar has been one of many riddles, but he also has been pretty much Mr. Calendar Man. He's pretty much been keeping up dates, numerology, planets, zodiac placements, whatever you can think of. Kendrick Lamar has been using a lot of that throughout this entire battle. Keep this in mind, GNX dropped on November 22nd of last year, 2024. Now, the word on the street, shawty, is that originally Party Next Door and Drake were going to drop their collaboration album on November 22nd. Also, keep in mind that is the death anniversary of John F. Kennedy, who happens to be a Gemini. Now, if you go back to Euphoria, Kendrick Lamar said, headshot for the year, you better walk around like Daft Punk. Well, Kendrick Lamar decided to own that if Drake was going to try to play into some of that as well. I know Drake likes to act like he doesn't deal with any of that stuff. That is a lie. The lie detector test determined Aubrey, that is a lie.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
You do play with dates, all right? Now, of course, around September 8th, September 9th, 10th, up in there, it was announced that Kendrick Lamar would be headlining the Super Bowl for the first time. A solo rap artist headlines the Super Bowl, a legendary feat concerning hip-hop and the rap culture. A lot of people cried in the process. A lot of people was cutting up. And, of course, with dates, it was the anniversary of the Blueprint, and I believe the Blueprint 3. That being said, it was also additionally announced on January 23rd that SZA would be joining Kendrick Lamar. We know they have great chemistry with each other, but also January 23rd is XXXTentacion's birthday. Now, at first, Sin and I just kind of perused on like we normally do, and I had to say here, Sin and I, we did introduce the theory to the internet concerning the Peekaboo theory along with Silent Hill. We talked about the track sampling for Peekaboo, A Helping Hand by Little Beaver. Now, Peekaboo is mentioned on Silent Hill. We did a breakdown there. We talked about the likes of Kodak Black and his association, and even how Kodak Black was actually incarcerated with the one of said killers concerning XXXTentacion. And then we pushed on forward with Peekaboo, and then, you know, other things came out about it being stated 17 times in the song. We know that XXXTentacion had an album called 17, and again, the only time you really kind of saw Kendrick Lamar active on Twitter, at least that I can recall, was when he was sharing how much he loved the album 17 by XXXTentacion. He actually said in his tweet he listened to it 5 times. Now, of course, rabbit holes go deep. I think back to the pop-out concert where Kendrick Lamar played Not Like Us 5 times. Sincere and I, we talked about these things, and we do appreciate Justin Hunt, i.e. the company man, for bookmarking that moment for us, and we do appreciate the other people that did reviews, because I tell you what, if they didn't, I'm pretty sure all types of people be running with all types of I gotta catch them all moments. But like I said, it's not so much to boast about any of this, because if this is to be true about the theory concerning not only Silent Hill and Peekaboo, then it's definitely most emphatically unfortunate situation with XXXTentacion. But during the Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar shows up and he initiates the song Peekaboo in the letter X. What was interesting though, even though people are highlighting that, I think what people missed at the moment, what Samuel Jackson stated, is when Kendrick Lamar is proceeding to move into the X.
And his album is called GNX. What does that mean? I mean, I know it's the car, but you know, like GNX, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, you gotta think about every aspect of it, you know? Like, that's crazy.
Set. Samuel Jackson says, oh, you got the cheat code with you, the homeboys. He said scorekeeper, deduction, 1 life, and then it proceeds to roll into Peekaboo. That does tie in to, or at least it seems to confirm the theory that Sincere Ignorance and I put out there. And again, we appreciate the company man and all the wonderful people that reviewed everything concerning that live stream about Silent Hill, a helping hand. And remember, the helping hand challenge was originally initiated by XXXTentacion, which was later trolled by Drake with God's Plan. And he did film it in Florida, of all places. You would think he would do God's Plan in the mountains of Canada or something crazy like that. But no, he went down to Florida with the palm trees. And keep in mind, before X got killed, Drake did have the assassination tour, and people said, well, you know, it eerily looks like XXXTentacion's head. I mean, it could keep going on and on, but I did think it was interesting.
Yo, isn't that the tree tattoo he had on his head? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, if Drake had something to do with that, man, he deserve everything that's coming his way. That's all I gotta say.
That Samuel Jackson's character, Uncle Sam, does stare into the camera, and he talked about the homeboys and cheat code, and he talked about a scorekeeper, deduction, 1 life, and then it rolls into Peekaboo. Now, I know everybody's going to get caught up in, I can't believe he performed Not Like Us, but I'm going to tell you all, that may have been possibly the most eerie and sinister part of the performance. Sincere Ignorance and I, and again at 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to break this down even further. I'm definitely going to be interested in seeing what she has to say on the matter as well. But Sid and I, we did watch the performance. We pretty much reacted the same way. But I do believe that is a part of the performance that's most sinister. Not only that, but also when it ends off with game over. You all leave your comments below. Tell me, what do you think about Samuel Jackson's monologue and him talking about scorekeeper, the cheat code, deduction, 1 life, and then Kendrick Lamar proceeds to roll into Peekaboo? And how does that correspond when Sin and I brought up the theory about the Silent Hill and Peekaboo connection, that at the time it just wasn't even being brought up in the helping hand by Lil Beaver originally, and of course, you know, XXXTentacion and what happened with him tragically, but also what he wanted to do concerning his city. And then how does this tie into the God's Plan? You guys, just drop your comments below. I'm very interested in what you all have to say. Again, 7 o'clock tonight on Patreon.
All right, y'all. That's going to do it for today's video. We got another one dropping, so stay tuned for that one. So make sure you post notifications on so you get notified as soon as it drop. And I will see you in the next upload. Peace.